Look at that sunrise. We're out here a little earlier than normal, but today's video is going to be a little different because it is week 7, but week 7 weigh-in day, but I realized that I never posted a week 6 recap video because I accidentally deleted all the footage. So we're gonna do a double recap. So we'll start with week 6 and then I'll do my weigh-in for week 7 because I want to talk about week 6 because it happened. I just failed to hold on to the footage for it. So yeah, today is gonna be a little bit different, but it's okay. Just got our half-mile morning walk in. Let's get this day started. Well, good morning. To what I'm referring to now is the Unfettered kitchen. My kitchen. So this morning I wanted to talk about the last week, but also the week before, because as I mentioned in my intro, I accidentally deleted all of my footage from reviewing week 6. And so I want to make sure that I'm sharing all of the things. So we're going to talk about week 6 and then we will talk about week 7. I'm also going to be chopping some vegetables, specifically an onion and some celery, because I wanted to record a video this morning, making some food. So I'm going to be doing lots of things this morning, and I'm hoping I can manage to do it in a timely manner. I don't know how this is going to work, but we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. So let's talk about week 6. So week 6 was the last week that I had soft food. It wasn't on a full menu at that point. I was still kind of restricted, but I had been testing things out a little bit, just because I felt like my body was ready for it. I felt like my body was wanting that, wanting some more variety, and maybe that was just in my head, I don't know, but when I had certain feelings in my body, I definitely didn't just assume anything. I didn't jump on anything. I made sure to take my time to think it through and think about it, whatever. So in this case, I did have like red pepper hummus, I think week 5. The last week I had turkey sausage, 2 different kinds of turkey sausage. One was the breakfast and one was like the link, whatever. So that was something I did. I didn't push the limits that much. I feel like I could have done more. There was other things I wanted to do, but I didn't. Just because I wanted to make sure I was protecting my body as much as possible. But I could tell that my body was like, we can move on, can't we? It's about time to move on. And so, yeah, that last week was just kind of like, all right, let's get to the next thing. Let's move on. Let's move on. But I will say I'm very thankful that I did not do that I listened to what my body was telling me, that I didn't do anything stupid. Stupid in terms of my standards for myself. I don't want to sit here and be like, if you are in a different place and you feel differently in your body and you choose to do it, that you're stupid, because that's so not what I'm saying. Just based on my own history and my own, food issues and my own, body issues or whatever. And all that stuff. I had to take all that into consideration and not push too hard. So, but week 6 was very positive. There wasn't anything that was bad about week 6 that I remember. I don't remember anything that was negative. It has been a little while, but I did weigh in last Monday. I weighed in, wrote the numbers down so I'd remember. So I weighed in at 323.3, so I had lost another 1.5 pounds at that point. I was down 31.7 pounds, so that was exciting. And one thing, again, that I feel like I need to remind myself of often is that as I'm losing weight, it's, you know, 1 week you're going to have a big loss, 1 week you're going to have a smaller loss, and then maybe, you know, in the future I'll have a few weeks of small losses and then a big loss. Or it's just going to be small losses and that's going to be, you know, the new norm, I guess. I don't know. But very, very pleased with that number. I was very happy. I mean, considering I was still kind of going on the high from losing, hitting the 30-pound mark. So no complaints. Yeah, so that's kind of what week 6 was like. I was eager, and I did my best not to do anything stupid. Oh yeah, and the other part of it too is you get to a point where you want to lift things up, and you're just like, well, maybe it won't be a big deal. But I was like, I don't want to injure myself. I'm trying not to injure myself. So yeah, by the end, you're just like, I want to move on with my life, and you have to be careful about how you go about moving on with your life. So that's kind of week 6 in a recap. So again, I had lost 1.5 pounds. I was down 31.7, and I was 323.3. So now we're gonna show you my weigh-in, like my recording after I weighed in this morning, and then we'll do a little recap of week 7. Good morning. Yes, I'm in the bathroom. Yes, you can hear the fan. But we have to celebrate as things happen. Just took a shower. Right before shower, of course, I weighed myself because it's weigh day. And I'm exactly 35 pounds down. So I started out at 355 and now I am at 320. We're inching towards the 200s, and I could not be more happy about that. So it's good. Making progress. All right, as you saw in that video, I am down 35 pounds even. And that is pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. I'm about to chop into this onion, so if I start crying, that's why. I'm not actually sad. Anyway, so week 7, I am down 35 pounds, which is pretty awesome after 7 weeks. Very, very happy. This last week was the first week where I was eating, I want to say an open menu. There weren't a lot of restrictions. You know, there's a lot of caveats and concerns as far as like what your body can tolerate, and just kind of paying attention to those things. But I didn't have anything where I was like, I can't have this. So I was very excited about having carrots. So I roasted baby carrots for the first time. Wasn't a huge fan before, because I've had them before, I never made them before, and I actually enjoyed it. So I made baby carrots. I made roasted baby carrots, I should say. I had raspberries, I had ground turkey, I had peas, I had frozen turkey meatballs. I also had potato rounds, which is basically, if you saw them, they're basically tater tots, just flattened versions of them. So I had those. I also last night I had a pork dumpling, which was very exciting. Only had one, only needed one. It was delicious. I'm very, my husband was making them for himself for dinner, and I was like, can you just make me one? Can you just make me one? So I had one of those last night, so that was great. Yeah, so, it's a process. It's been good. I've definitely been taking my time when I've been eating to just kind of listen to see what my body does, how it reacts, and I can definitely tell the difference in like the heaviness of certain foods compared to other foods. So that's something I was thinking about a lot last week too, was just like if you're pairing foods together, making sure you're pairing things that, all of them aren't heavy, some of them are a little lighter, and you're not completely stressing out your body. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, it was exciting, and it was just kind of like a reminder of like, okay, so this is the new norm. This is what I'm gonna be, this is my new life, and that's pretty neat. So anyway, so yeah, week 7 was positive, and I'm glad that I'm able to eat technically anything I want as of right now. I haven't had anything where I'm like I can't have it. I'm definitely going to be mindful. I'm chopping vegetables right now, and I know celery is one that often isn't accepted into the stomach after surgery. I don't know if that's just when it's raw or if it's in a recipe, if it makes a big difference or not. And I think lettuce is the other one where it's like sometimes your body just doesn't like the stringy foods, like the stringy vegetables, which is unfortunate because I like those. So I love raw celery. Maybe it's just me, but we'll see what happens. But I think it'll be fine in the recipe, and if not, then I guess I just will throw it away and do something different. So I better get moving here because I still have to have breakfast. I need to finish all kinds of things. Before I do end this video though, I'm going to end this video with me showing you comparisons of different outfits that I tried on the morning before surgery, so you can kind of see the differences between each one of those. And I'm excited because I was going to do that last week, so it's been another week, so that'll be fun to see the difference between week 1 and week 7, or the day of surgery and week 7. So yeah, that's where we're at. We're feeling good. We have work to do, and then we have to actually work. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Hi guys, thanks so much for watching this video. I appreciate it so much. I would love to hear from you. Please comment below, like, comment, share, do all the YouTube-y things. Supports the channel, and I really appreciate that. And I hope you have an awesome day. Bye.